What was so interesting is that art, was never something that was apart from our lives. My mother's father was a painter, and he came from a long line of scribes in Vilna. I would say the family was what's now called visually literate, thanks to Howard Gardner, the wonderful professor at Harvard, who challenged the old notions that reading and math were the only two measures of intelligence, and that's what we as young people, students, took those tests. He understood there were other intelligences, and this is something that has really blossomed in the last half century. So my mother, even though she didn't go to art school, she was a linguist and took after her mother's side of the family, she knew how to make everything she touched beautiful. She worshipped at that altar. There was never a table that was set for dinner, never a bowl of fruit that was set in front of us, never a home that wasn't visually compelling. And also a sense of drama she had, of theater, of presentation. And so art for me was a way of life, not something that was a product that was made. Later, I became aware of the commodification of this and that it did exist in this way. But in my early years, we would walk the Tuileries and look at the sculptures, the statues, and my mother would say, now here's one that's draped. Then we'd walk and here's one, she's not wearing any clothes. What do you think about this? And her response to my musings was the one that was draped was certainly much more interesting in the long run. So I was taught from an early age to look, to think, to consider, to respond, and to take the road that was more veiled, that it would be more interesting at the end of the day.